mirrored arm and elbow traces with a handoff behind the back, just to give you some more variations how you can trace around the arms. These ones got in common that you start with guiding the fibers behind the back and that you do a handoff behind the back if you do them really mirrored, but for just one side you'll probably always start with guiding behind the back to keep the fibers from just falling off too quickly. How did they work? Start here with the handle on the sofa side, and the easiest one to start with is just around the arms, the open arms here. As I said, you start guiding behind the back, the basic guiding fibers here. Then when you come around with the handle in front, sooner or later you let go of the fibers here, and then you go with the handle over the opposite arm, and from here again behind the back. If you do it a bit faster, you have to make sure you trace pretty loose, because you see here the fibers run over the tail end of the whip, and when you trace too tight you get caught here and get stuck, so make sure you're pretty loose on that end. You can help a bit with this hand, that you especially when you come around the other way, that you keep guiding a bit and keep the distance here, the fibers don't get caught on each other. So starting from here, over the arm, pretty loose, going around, do a handoff behind, you can guide a little bit here, the handle comes around on the other side, you go over the arm again, and so forth. Show this from behind, what happens there. So starting here, start guiding behind the back, go over here, let go of the fibers there with this hand, and come back around, hand off, and there this hand that hands off the fiber hand can just slide onto the fibers here, just making a ring with the thumb and the index finger just around here, and you can keep on guiding, keeping a little bit of a distance between the fibers. And the other hand comes around over the elbow, over the arm, back here, doing the hand up, and so forth. Where you got that, you can try and play how far up you can go. So far it was just somehow here on the upper arm, but you can also go more around the shoulder. That's a bit more prone to getting caught because you're closer to your body, so make sure you're really tracing loose enough. But the idea is the same. Start here, fibers behind your back, come around, trace here high up on the shoulder. You can lift the arm a bit to keep the fibers here, to push them really on the shoulder. Then get around here. It's the point where you can get caught, so make sure you're loose enough. Going behind the back, do the handoff there, and the hand can, the other hand that just did the handoff can guide here and keep the fibers a bit more in distance to your body. Then this hand comes around over the shoulder to here, and so forth. And what happens behind the back is exactly the same. You come from here and you trace over the shoulders here, the hand comes around, do the handoff, this hand slides off onto the fibers to guide them away from the body. This hand comes around, like so. And the third variation I want to show in this video is tracing just around the elbow. So it's not around the open arm here, but you close your arm as much as possible so you can go around the elbow. And what I actually do is that I twist this arm around so the this side of the arm is pointing up, and the elbow is really a bit catching here and helping, tucking in to catch the fibers. So once again, you start with your whip behind back, coming around, sooner or later let go of the fibers, and then I come around here with the elbow, the other hand is tracing over the elbow, and then the elbow goes out to the side to keep the fibers on the arm there. You can at that point open your hand and you can help guide the fibers here at that point. Then you go back, do the handoff, come the other way around, this elbow does this motion upwards. It's a bit hard to do it slowly because sooner or later the fibers drop off. You go around here, the elbow's tucking in here from underneath, this arm is tracing over, and there you go. So I'll let go of the fibers pretty quick. It's just the starting point where you are behind the back with your fibers, and the starting point usually is enough to keep the whole thing going. You don't need to hold the fibers there for a long time. Show this also from behind. Start from here, then come around, the elbows tucking in from underneath, come around, elbow tucking in from underneath. And when you got this, you can start to play with it, which hand is working more. So in the basic variation, just the handle end and the elbow just both move to the front. But you can also just let the handle move, so the elbow stays here, and the handle end goes all the way around to over there, and to over there on the other side. So you can add some body movement, play with it, you dance with it. Or you do it the other way around, that the handle stays more or less where it is, and the elbow comes all the way around, like this. And this will lead to the fibers to flare up a bit more. And again, you can add some body movement and dancing. So much for this. I hope you like it. Just play with it and try to find new tracing lines around your arms.